This episode brought to you by Michael Jackson on Friday. Hey, Corey Feldman, you don't want to go to that awful camp. Why don't you have a sleepover at my house? Hey, where you going?
Hey, everybody, we're watching Friday the 13th, the final chapter, and you are listening to Miscast Commentary. How are we doing? I am Joe Finley.
I'm Todd Tebow, the Sailor Moon. I'm doing fucking great.
It continues. It's a Friday the 13th, so we have to do a Friday the 13th movie. That is the law until we're out of Friday the 13th movies. We'll have to have a little bit of a staff meeting once we're out of the canon Friday the 13th. So it's like, are we going to dig into those other shit?
We might have to film a new one.
But yeah,
we might just have to make that happen.
I'm not opposed to that. I just realized how crooked my goddamn camera is. I'm going to adjust it. Oh, I think I might have just made things worse. All right. Well, no. This was not worth it. Okay. Okay. Anyways, it was like I was like on a weird Dutch angle, like I was a friggin' like.
You know what also was not worth it?
What?
Watching Corey Feldman's band on the Today Show.
Oh my god, that was one of my favorite. That was one of like the best things of all time. It was just like I saw somebody. Oh god, somebody on TikTok basically had his entire concert and just put it out in as long a clip as TikTok was allowing at the time, which I think was 3 minutes. So they were just he was just basically every song they would have all of his performances, and it looked like it was at a gym. Like he was like he was floor level with everybody else. I mean, it's not like friggin' it's not like U2 in Vegas. Have you seen the Sphere?
The Sphere?
Yeah, it's this new. I'll show it to you.
Their new Vegas residency thing.
Well, this isn't, well, I don't know if it's a residency per se, but the Sphere is MGM's newest venue. It's like a concert and show venue or whatever.
Okay.
But it is a complete like semi-sphere, big dome, and from the outside, it's all LEDs, so it can look like whatever. So like in the middle of the night, it was just an eyeball looking around, and it's like clear as a bell. I'll show you.
So could they show the show from outside?
If they wanted to, I don't think they would.
Right.
But
the parking lot, they should have a whole parking lot thing that happens.
Yeah.
They charge all these people, man, they can make way more money.
Yeah. But they were doing all sorts of cool stuff, and like it would be the earth spinning around and all these cool things, but it's so beautiful and like clear looking, even in the day, right?
Cool.
So they did
We'll have to look at it.
Yeah, they did it, and it was an emoji. And it was just like looking around, and its face would go like down and up and like all over the place and looking around. It was cool. But the inside of the domes does the same thing. So while they were doing the concert, the entire like experience was like all around you. And I was like, this is the future for like plays. Imagine, like it would be more like doing the
you'd be there. The setting would be there. You would be there with them.
Yeah, but it would be like what they're doing with Mandalorian now, that virtual thing.
Yeah, with that fucking.
Yeah, but they'd be able to do that minimal stuff on set, just things they need to interact with, and then so that would be cheaper for them in the long run, and you would be completely immersed in it. You'd have the stars above you if that was.
That's what I'm thinking. You would be there.
Yeah. It's such a cool idea. It was a little distracting because this is a really big place, and so when people who are like videotaping down, and there's this tiny little stage that U2 was playing on, and then all this like color coming at you. But the cool thing was every now and again, like bits of it would like split off, and then it would be like big video walls,
right?
To see all the individual people.
I'm so sorry.
No, are we gonna watch a movie? Yeah, I don't really. Oh yeah, sorry. That was a long jump. I need to say this was an incredibly long jump from the shitty venue that Corey Feldman played at to the Sphere. We'll have our own Sphere conversation later on, but until then, let's press play.
Now.
Hey.
Now, yeah, whatever. Fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, you're on your own. You were so polite. You were just like, beastly sorry to bother you, sir, but can we please do the thing we came here for?
Serving the intro to pressing play. And
I removed the opening theme to like get this thing rolling, and now I'm the problem. Whatever. Who cares?
Fuck it. So what would you rather do? Weekend at Michael's, weekend with Jason.
Ooh. Michael's, because if you can get a big enough group together, like he's not coming to get a big like a giant group of you, right?
Oh my god, this is like they're doing like a montage of all the people. You're doomed.
Yeah.
They're gonna get you. Well, yeah, they have to kill. This movie's only probably 1 hour and 18 minutes. Hopefully they show every kill that's ever happened.
Yeah, a lot of that does happen. We lost the audio for this, and we shouldn't have. I just tested this, and it worked.
Survived at Camp Blood.
Yeah, now they're just.
This is a Superman there. Argyle boy. Oh, hey, I remember her.
Yeah. Abby met her.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and she actually, she was so sweet. They talked for a while, and then she was like, "Oh, do you want me to put a line from the movie in?" And she's like, "Okay." It's like, "What line?" And then she wrote down, "What about the boy?"
What about the boy?
She was such a sweetheart.
She just put exclamation point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she was the one. Oh, she's the one who killed the mom.
Yeah.
What number is this? 4?
This is 4.
Let's
Final
tell the
chapter.
story.
So bad news for
Right,
anybody who
through
was
the two of
expecting
them.
further chapters.
You're somebody that didn't get laid and got murdered. What a waste, eh?
It's
Like,
not
come
worth
on.
it.
This is the mom still.
Yeah.
No, or is that Jason?
I'm really pissed off that we don't have the audio right
We
now.
must be at 2
just had
now.
it.
We're at 2.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's still 1. I think they're going back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of flashbacks. Apparently, the director was harsh against all the flashback scenes at the beginning of this movie, and they just got overruled because I guess the plot's so hard to follow.
Right?
That
You have to.
Oh, that was the 3D.
3D. See, they're really mixing it up here. They've
Mhm.
gone forward, and then they show the mom.
See, but I think that this was the first one that they were really establishing Jason, because Jason was in the second and third one.
Oh,
But
that was the
He was
fake
always
Jason.
Yeah, but he was no, that was 5. He's
Yeah,
the
you're
fake
right.
Jason.
You're right. Yes.
I remember that was always the dumbest. I hated that so bad. But like I always hated those ones because it just looked like a dude underneath. Like they made no real effort to make him look.
He's
like,
not
mangled.
Well, no,
Or
but he's
mangled,
not
but,
there
like,
yet.
No, but he was still deformed just as a kid.
Right, as 7,
Yeah.
6, 7. Then he's just getting maggoty, and
Yeah.
you
I'm not
probably
worried about
should
that.
be by then.
Yeah, by
Like,
8. Well, 8 is when
the
he
final
really
chapter.
happens.
Get ready.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
it.
This is it. You will
This
never
is
see
it.
another one again.
Final.
So Joseph Zito directed the movie. He directed The Prowler, and he was actually brought in to write and direct this movie. And he's like, "I'm not a writer." He's like, "You got to get a writer." And he's like, "We're going to give you this much money to be the writer and director." He's like, "Then I'm a writer."
I
And he just
sure am.
And he just took a chunk of the money and he just hired his own writer to write the movie for him.
It's like just anybody. Hey, you, can you write something?
Yeah, that essentially happened.
Let's do this. Just
Well,
write me this movie.
And the guy they got was not an experienced horror writer or anything like that. He had the uncredited story by for The Happy Hooker Goes to Washington.
Oh my God.
So, and then he was basically a guest writer on other shows and stuff like that. But his notable ones that I saw, he wrote an episode of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe and an episode of Thundercats.
Well, he can clearly write.
Clearly.
If you wrote 2 episodes of that, Tom Savini.
Mm-hmm. So Tom Savini worked on this, and I guess they said he took the job because it was like he was like rounding out. He's like, "I'm going to age Jason and kill him." It was like, "I'm the beginning. I get to be the beginning and the end of Jason." That's the Savini way, you know.
I wonder if we'll see in the later ones if he did the later ones. He was like, "You know what? You were supposed to kill Jason up in this one. Fuck that."
Yeah.
I'm sure if you had nothing to do, you'd be back.
It's so funny. In what world did they think this was going to be the last one? It's like, we got to close off this story. Like, there's no closing off a horror story.
I think I know somebody, I don't know, Blumhouse bought it or who did, but Jason should come back, but there should be out of Camp Crystal Lake.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. I had a little revelation the other day. I watched Hellraiser with Carrie.
1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't hold up.
You thought like you need a new mattress or what?
It's just boring.
Yeah, kind of it.
I forgot.
The nail in the hand part is cool.
Yeah. I always knew that I liked I liked them when it was more Cenobite centric. Yes,
like
thank
3.
You. And 2 and 3 kind of like do that more. 2 is a good one because 2 is like Labyrinth, but David Bowie is less balls, more evil.
Yeah. More leather, less balls, more leather.
More leather. Yeah.
More ball gag.
Yeah, only slightly more S&M than Labyrinth was. This is actually the only Jason movie that actually uses sets from the previous movie. So this is actually, these were the real sets from Friday the 13th Part 3.
Is this the end of Part 3? Is that what's happening right now?
Part 3, where they're actually, the cops are going to get the body.
But they refilmed it for this one, right? This is at the very end.
Yeah.
I guess, okay, so he hung Jason they showed it there. He hung Jason.
Yes.
This is Jason. And what's crazy too is in the one where it's the fake Jason, it's like the same barn and he falls off onto something.
Yeah.
And then you find out it's not really him.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were like, nobody gives a shit. And then Jason returns, the real Jason. Yeah, put that in the bag. Yep. You don't have they don't have an Axe bag.
No.
Like, wow, they only have one baggie.
I thought Axes was like the only way people used to get
Like, I feel like they should have took other baggies and wrapped them around the whole,
Yeah, hard agree.
Because where, they're covering up where fingerprints aren't and things. It's just the gore part. Like, you know what the axe went into, that dead person.
Yeah.
Maybe this handle should be...
Yeah, exactly. That's where the fingerprints go.
Yeah, like, no, because what he did, he actually held the blade part and beat them with the stick.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
He's really strong. He's undead.
That's why after every single axe kill that Jason has ever done, he goes, the perfect crime.
Nobody hears it though.
No.
Nobody's listening.
Why did they have
screaming?
Why did they have a Ghostbusters ambulance and a regular ambulances? There's the one there too. Like how many?
There may be ghosts about.
Yeah. And also bad news, not a lot of people that actually need to be taken away in an ambulance in this. They're all dead or...
Yo, I just thought there. What about maybe you're at Camp Crystal Lake, but it's not Jason physically, it's his ghost.
Ooh.
But I know that he possessed people and Jason goes to hell, but more of a psychological, supernatural thing.
Yeah.
I'm
on board. I'm
right?
on board
Different
for anything
take.
new. Yeah, like I'm always trying to be what's it called?
But did the girl survive in 7?
In 7?
Yeah, she did. The psychic girl.
So.
She's in the real world, and then that's more Freddy though. It's so Freddy, like manifesting into your mind and everything.
Yeah.
Like too Freddy.
I'm sorry.
You should be terribly sorry. Driven off. They're driving off. No one cares. Like, go back to bed, kids.
I know. Right?
You get fucking basket weaving tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
Was it another Jason murder? Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Whatever. Man. Right. We should hear that ambulance. And Ghostbusters ambulance. We're ripping balls.
Oh, we got our audio back. That's what I've been trying to do. I hate being a distraction, but there we go. Still, my favorite thing we're watching this on Amazon right now. My favorite thing is that you can be watching any individual scene, and you can then instantly just see who's in the scene, like just the people in the scene. So you're like, who's that person? You just look
and it shows you whatever's happening. I dig that as well. I really dig that. Like, what do you need us for? Don't fucking ask that question. Fuck off.
Here's the question I'm really curious about. Just because I've never tried it. If you like cast it to your TV or something, like, will X-ray show up on your phone still so that you don't have to bring it up? I keep moving the mouse.
I don't know. This guy. Who's that?
Yeah. I don't know.
This guy's in tons of shit. He's in tons of shit. Yes, he fucking totally is. He plays the same guy, not the corner, but the same. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, sure, this guy was on.
He looks like somebody
Seinfeld or Friends.
I don't know. He'd be old. He'd be like quite a bit older. He'd be in his at least his 40s.
If this was new, that would be Jean LaJoie.
What? He looks very Jean LaJoie, yeah. And it's funny because I've been watching the League. I've had a very League day actually because I watched a little bit of the League today. We were watching something and the end of Celebrity Jeopardy was on and Mark Duplass from the League was on Celebrity Jeopardy.
No way. Yeah. I'm gonna put $12 worth of hoobastank in this bitch. Dude, he's like, come on, baby. Oh fuck. Look, like she's like, I'm not into it, but the more he presses, she's like, okay. She's just playing hard to get.
Yeah.
She's like, I miss these. I miss these. Are these even allowed to be on anymore?
Actually, there's still one on every day on a religious channel that I broadcast.
God, yes, it is.
It's a channel called One that is owned by Moses Znaimer of all people.
What?
Yeah.
Much music.
Yeah, much music. That back in the day, he used
knows.
to be like, he used to hear all the titty movies at the late night and stuff. I'm sure he hosted orgies back in the day, but now he's really into the religious TV.
This is porn
his
for
girlfriend,
people.
Yeah, but his girlfriend is the host.
Is the kick around girl here? I'm kicking.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
This is how you work your glutes, girls.
Is it just me or is aerobics the stupidest thing that has ever been made?
No way.
I just mean, just in terms of like moving around and stuff. I guess that's good. That's all well and good. But it's just like there's like I don't know. there's nothing to it other than just the calorie burn. Like you're not getting like, oh, your legs are like you're doing more
burning
muscle
calories.
stuff. No, and that's good. But I'm just saying, like, there's other exercises. Like when people started getting into Pilates, that also like had like muscle stuff and core and like more body control. This one's just like you could do the same thing essentially at a concert.
When
go, yeah,
when ladies, yeah, but you can't be at a concert every day. Ladies volleyball. Yes. Does anybody ask any questions about anything? No, you just enjoy. Just like this girl. Like she look at. Oh no, here's a cop.
Officer Jameson. Oh, he has a real Jason Alexander vibe.
This is Jason Alexander mixed with like, he was like Big Daddy and I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. He was like the main bad white guy. He's also in Killer Clowns. That dude.
I never remember his name.
But that's the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to find this guy.
Shut my mouth. I didn't bring my phone.
Is he the nerd? Is he? I feel like he's. Oh, man. Totally know this fucking guy. Oh, look at this. There you go.
That actually, it's really funny because I saw a scene from it was last week tonight. I guess there's a rule in England you actually can't show footage from Parliament if you're like you can show it for the news, but you can't show it for like comedic purposes or anything like that. It's illegal. So anytime that they do it, God, that's what you need, right? But so anytime that they would show Parliament on their show, they knew that when it went to England, it would just go to black for like and then like fade back up, and so their episodes would be shorter. So they started putting something new in there for them, and the one time he's like, because your rule is stupid, he's like, here's what we're putting in, and it was footage from the Chippendales
like the male stripper dude,
and it was literally the exact same thing where those girls were just all putting their butts together and doing it. It was the exact same thing with all the guys.
That's fucking awesome.
It was so
way to fucking ruin a time. Like you're just trying to have sex near a dead body. You don't want it touching you.
No, here's the thing. I fully do. An extra hand is always welcome in my sex life.
Right. Uh-oh.
So look, I like that they have a bunch of 2-liter bottles of shit.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, she's rattled now, man. Get a dead guy hitting her ass. Jason, this is kind of like, okay, so this is 4, Halloween 2. Do you think they're kind of Halloween 2ing it up here or what?
It feels like it at the beginning. I know he leaves the hospital.
Of course, to go back to the camp.
Yeah.
That's where he belongs.
He has his own. I would like to see that he's a perfectly behaved human being everywhere but the camp, but he's compelled to be at the camp. So let's see what
are these girls doing.
That's the problem with the 80s. White girls had no butts, so twerking wasn't really a thing.
Oh yeah, it still works for me.
That like to me looks like it was like if somebody was doing like a weird version of like Macbeth or something like that.
Oh, where did he get that? Who knows?
Well, they use that for invitation. Oh, that was a good break.
Oh, that's how you know actually. Hell yeah. Yeah, she's right.
How long has she been cleaning this up? And
that was she not simultaneously at the same time.
I'm under the impression she was not in the dark when this started. Like, did she turn off the light to start cleaning up?
Yes.
Ooh, so chokes.
You got dirty fingers though.
Yeah,
pretty dirty. Oh, found a new. Oh wow.
So this is actually Ted White as the Jason, and he actually ranks pretty high among favorite Jasons. And he was 58 years old when he did this. He was like by far the oldest guy, and he's the oldest person from all of the Jason movies still alive. He's in it, or at least he was still alive from the thing that I read. He was 90 years old. But he might have been the guy who died last when I was at Frightmare last. Like, he didn't die.
Oh my god! It's like, oh my god!
But I heard somebody mention, now that somebody died, I just don't remember who he said died.
He died halfway through the day, and he still made mad cash and signed all types of autographs. Weird.
Yeah.
Do you think that over the years, let's say he actually did die at Fright Fest or Comic Con or whatever?
Oh God.
Would he be like revered?
Oh yeah.
Like he died. Like when Meatloaf dies in like Fight Club. Oh. And they say, and then they say it now in
anytime he sings that.
Right.
Oh, he's not an alien.
That's not his real face. He took off his real face. This is makeup.
You know what? Now that I'm saying it, not buying it. Now that-
I don't know, man. I still think I you know, I might want to go with Jason actually more.
yeah, really?
It's kind of freaky
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
for the weekend.
Oh, see, I thought you were just talking about like you're in a scenario where you have to survive one of them for the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
So like,
Jason.
that was like Jason does too much disruption of large groups. He's good at splitting people up or whatever. I'm like, I want to be in my house where I know like I'm home terrain. That looks like Jared Leto in the most Jared Leto. In
Oh my
way.
God! Yeah,
and he's old enough for that to be the case because he's like 75 years old.
Oh, this is a lot of. Oh, there he is. Remember I thought the thing? I was like, wow, that looks like Crispin Glover.
Crispin Glover, man, he's like, I think he was just like a little too weird for his own good too early, because I think he would. I genuinely believe he would have won an Oscar had he not been like a behavioral problem.
Whatever. Yeah.
Like I don't know what the movie would have been. I just think that his career would have continued on a trajectory where
he would have been bigger than he was.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he just got weird because the industry is weird.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I don't want to do this shit anymore.
He's very
like
much
Brendan
like
Fraser, like fuck this creepy fuck place.
Yeah. Well, it's funny too because he's very much like the artiste, but like while doing like friggin' Back to the Future 2 or Back to the Future 1.
Right.
He didn't do 2.
Like he said, I'm going to put it in the old computer.
Mm-hmm.
So they have computers now.
He looks a little bit like Liam Hemsworth.
I think Crispin Glover actually believes he's typing something in somewhere.
Oh, probably.
He's really looks like he's really concerned about what will print out.
Yeah.
Exactly. Coors Light. Oh, see, it says dead fuck. What does Dave Paul say? You're a dead fuck.
That mine said that, and I was like, it was a yes or no thing. Yeah. But do you not see what I'm seeing there? He looks like, to me, he looks a lot like Liam Hemsworth.
This guy?
No, Crispin Glover.
Oh, totally.
Yeah,
totally. Yeah, I was like, the other one was fucking.
No, the other no. Yeah. Oh my god,
no fucking way.
No, that's the guy who was like, he was the best friend of the main son in every 80s sitcom. Like he was your Boner Stabone. He was
Boner Stabone.
What a great name.
I love that. I couldn't believe that they even put that in that show. His name is Boner.
His name is Boner.
Has anybody have you ever met somebody named Boner?
Well, his legal name wasn't Boner. He had a real name.
Oh, what was it?
His last, I don't remember.
Bernard?
I remember that somebody, no, they called him Boner because his last name was Stabone.
No, but he's also like, oh, what a boner.
Yeah.
Like what a meathead, what a,
No, he had a big hard cock all the time.
Well, yeah, it was
actually Joanna Kearns was the one who gave him that name. She's like, hi, Boner. And she's
hey,
like,
Boner.
Alan thinks, so, what are you doing today, Boner? Gonna fuck my wife in front of me again?
Because he refers to her as his wife. He's in character at all times.
Yeah. No, he's also like, he's expecting both things to happen.
She has got her nips.
Yeah. So, Frightmare in the Falls this month.
What day?
I don't remember what day. I think I want to say it's I think it's the weekend right before Halloween. So it's like the 26th, 27th, 28th, whatever it is.
Okay.
But the cast of this movie is appearing there.
The whole thing?
Well, I'm not like, I think it's like 6 of them.
Cool.
Be there. And pretty much the entire surviving cast of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That's the original.
Yes.
Oh, I remember. This is not good. This poor girl. She didn't have sex with anybody.
What's the banana? Where do you think the banana's at right now? Oh, there.
She had hard nipples before too, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, see what the heck? Oh! Yeah, see that? Oh, you might as well have sex, girl. Look at this fucking nerd.
I know.
What are they even eating? Yeah, exactly. I thought we were having pizza. What the fuck is that? Oh, God. That's the worst.
Now I can hear you.
That's like, like we're going to Disneyland and then no, we're going to the doctor. The fuck, like you could have said anything. Okay, we're gonna have meatloaf, we're gonna have something, and then it's leftovers. No, you can't say like the ultimate top. We're having poutine and pizza, and then no, we're having fucking leftovers from a week ago.
I still think, and this was, I know this was an Eddie Murphy.
Oh my God, get out! He's in a.
No,
I go with Michael. Never forget it. Yeah. You go with Poor kid. Oh, now the dog's raping him. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Hollywood was not kind to poor Corey.
No, it was not. When he came up with that list, that dog was number one.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's like, first I want to implicate the dog from Friday the 13th.
Yeah, good Lord.
Bent over to clean
Brian
up the
Singer's
bar.
dog.
Brian Singer's.
There's a lot coming out right now, actually.
Oh,
I
God.
think I don't know who it is. It's some random person just keeps putting out stuff saying that Hugh Jackman's wife, who he's currently in the midst of splitting up with.
What?
Yeah, they've been together like 27 years.
What the
and
fuck?
they're just-
What?
Yeah. And somebody came out and said, "Oh yeah, she's just been his beard the whole time," and so they have a special contract.
Oh, because he's gay.
Because they're like, "Oh, he's gay."
Yeah,
But
wait a
then-
second. Wait a second. Explain the term beard.
Beard. Oh, so for people who don't know what beard is when you have a woman who people will presume to be your sexual partner because you are hiding the fact that you are gay. I don't necessarily believe that. I don't like for 27 years of that. Like, I have a hard time.
That's like disheartening.
Right?
Oh my God. They were so like,
Yeah.
next, who's next? Pierce and his wife?
Don't you
Right?
even dare.
Like they've been together forever.
Keanu can't lose his lady either. I know they
Nah,
haven't been
that's
together
okay,
nearly
that's
as
okay,
long,
that's
but
okay,
no,
that's
I just want him to be
Yeah.
happy.
Right? Right?
That's all I want.
That was like when I heard that like Buddy from the Arcade Fire was kind of creepy with some girls.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, whatever. And then I heard that him and Renee are not married anymore. Or Regine. And I was like, what?
Yeah. It's a lot. There've been a lot of
And that was like, I thought all their songs were about each other and, you know, being in
Yeah.
love. And then I was like, they're not together. And I was like, oh my
Yeah.
God. Like,
Yeah, no, they're
no way. When did that come out?
it wasn't that long ago. But
He's banging Ryan Reynolds
well, and it was funny enough because
while they watch soccer.
the big news has been Taylor Swift dating Travis Kelce from the thing, right? And that's been a big thing. So I guess she went to his game this week with Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively, and Hugh Jackman was there as well.
No.
Yeah.
I love it now because like that's what they talk about in baseball. You know,
Yeah.
because they're at football. They're trying to bring like the female market in. They're like,
Yeah.
look, Taylor Swift's here.
But you know what? It worked
of
because
course it does.
they were like, what was it? They said Travis Kelce's jersey sold like 500,000 the week that like
She showed
the
up
week
there.
that she showed up.
Of course.
And it was like, hey,
What
good,
do you
good
know?
for him. If this doesn't work out, he gets a hell of a
But it's
paycheck
not going to
for
work
that.
out anyways.
No.
Taylor Swift's going to be with him for a while, break up with him, and then make another killer album.
Gonna crush it. And the other thing she's doing right now, she's actually she's registering a lot of youth to vote. And I think they said during her tour, she was registering on average about 13,000 new voters per day.
That's cool.
And
Look, I'm going to be registered as a
Yeah.
sex offender in 5 seconds.
you're pre-registered.
Yeah, I'm already
But-
I'm signed in. I'm a lock. I'm a lock in.
Mhm.
I'm a lock.
But
Oh, way to go, Dad. Way to go. Great.
who the hell's that guy?
Well, she calls him Daddy. So whatever.
Yeah, it works. What is he? He doesn't.
He's like, woo.
He doesn't understand what sex is.
No, he's getting the hang of it. He will soon enough.
Yeah. I still
He goes to
remember his
Michael's.
complaints because like he was going to continue on and be like the next Jason and all that stuff. And then he was like, then stupid Steven Spielberg pulled me away and made me do Gremlins.
Yeah, right.
Like, that was basically, and he was mad. He's like, I don't want to do it. And they were like, and he just like negotiated.
Well, he
him out of it.
was.
It's like,
That would be cool though if he became Jason.
well, that was the plan, but it's like,
Yeah.
but how long is that going to go for you? You're going to get a couple movies out of it, and then
that's
they're
it,
not going to
yeah.
be gigantic successes.
Well, and then you don't have to
then-
be the guy anymore.
Yeah.
'Cause
No,
then
but-
you're just a gory Jason guy.
Yeah. But then you're just that guy forever. Like what happens to every other friggin' horror person? They just show up as a cameo in some other shitty horror movie where they're like the gas station attendant. It's like that could have been your life. I was like, had he been, and I mean, there's a lot of factors. Don't get me wrong, but had he been like emotionally stable,
Damn
and stuff like
Spielberg.
that. But like I know, but I'm even thinking like he was like just fucked up from being a child star. He
Yes.
was fucked up from his
Yeah.
relationship with Corey Haim and his
Well, there's the whole
wife and
thing.
all that
The
stuff.
two of them bonded in there. How fucked up it was.
So it was just like there was a lot of that. So I mean, like, yeah, it's a rough go, but I mean, I'm just thinking about the trajectory he again, kind of like with him, the trajectory he could have been on You
Well, he
know,
did
like,
pretty damn
going on,
well.
oh yeah, he did fine, and it was just like
There's not a lot of like child stars that make it all the
Mhm.
way.
my
It's like Drew.
Yeah.
There's a couple, but some fall off. Where's the
these
twins?
these two will be at Frightmare.
No way.
But my
That's hilarious.
my thinking, honestly, like just my guess is that he because he was bigger when he was doing when the two Coreys started up. Like he wasn't like gigantic, but he was still big, like a lot bigger than Corey Haim was.
Right.
I think he did it for Corey Haim. I think he was trying to help him, and then it just kind of like didn't work out.
You're
that way.
right.
So
Like Dream Machine, all their team up movies.
Corey Haim was at my work the first week I was there. And I saw him very briefly. He
Why?
was outside. We had Scream at the time, the channel.
Oh yes.
And they would bring
Short-lived.
people, and they would bring people in and like interview them for like these interstitial things, but like that went on between the movie.
Right.
I used to love Scream was like my favorite channel.
It was
that there
awesome.
ever. Like the only thing though is they didn't put enough money in it to get like the good horror. So like when a Friday the 13th would happen, you're like, oh, they're gonna play so much Friday the 13th, and they'd play Friday the 13th of the show.
Yes.
And I was like, oh. And then it was like, oh,
well, they didn't have the money.
and then it was like, oh, Halloween's gonna happen. They're gonna play a Halloween movie. They didn't have any of the Halloween movies. I was like, they didn't even have Halloween 3 or like friggin' the Curse of Michael Myers, like
right?
anything.
Nothing,
Just like,
nothing.
I'm like, that's unacceptable.
That is unacceptable.
And it was just like it was that all the time. And they had some cool stuff that like some cool classic stuff, and they would play things like Fright Night and like that. And so that was cool. But like yeah, it was just if they had invested in it, it would still be there.
Right. I agree.
It's just
Well, maybe not because all the streaming and the
But
I
they
don't like
could
that
have been.
Shutter costs more.
How much does Shutter cost
I
now?
don't
Because I
know,
was
but
actually
it's-
thinking about getting.
I know you have to have the one whatever it's on and then pay for Shutter.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like it should just be there. It might be Amazon.
Oh yeah.
Fucking
it is
everything on Amazon.
It
You
is
go,
on
whoa,
Amazon.
there you go. It's what goddamn time.
Yeah.
Oh, the twins would make it too. Oh no,
Yeah.
they're in the same bikini though,
Yeah.
so they confuse their
I
boyfriend.
saw like twin boys today. who were
Oh, now they are.
Yeah, I saw twin boys who were probably in grade 7 today, dressed identical. I'm like, no, that's not okay.
Yeah,
now.
that's fucked up.
I was like, you can do the identical dress thing up to 3 years old. After that, they have to be allowed to develop their own personalities and likes.
He's like, I'm going to the beach, man. The girls are topless. Go, Gordon, go.
Yeah, he gets it.
What?
I feel like he's had more sex than I had my entire life at this point. Oh, I saw a bit of his balls.
Well, they're skinny dipping. It's put it on a front view. I can see a little Ming Ming. Oh, they do pretty good. That is the worst rope swing
I was
ever.
just
It's
gonna
way
say-
too fucking long. You get no swing. You hit the water right the fuck there.
Yeah.
What, like,
It's supposed to be pendulous.
well, that's
Not
nice.
like-
Nice.
yeah.
You had a couple here today. That was good. That was good. Those are the twins.
Where they,
Tommy. Fuck it. Just look. Fuck.
yeah.
Ah, fuck. Like,
See,
yeah,
she wants to be in there as
he
much.
is overdressed. She can't whip it up for the freaking Corey Feldman, for God's
She-
sakes.
Yeah, she probably did. He had sex with her. There's no doubt.
Absolutely.
That's always something that I thought about, like in the past. I'm like, you have child stars, and you get to a certain age, probably like around 14, and I'm like, they probably like still some serious.
Dude, oh yeah. It's probably haunting them.
Yeah.
Now, yes. You think? Maybe?
Haunting,
Well, as a 15-year-old
haunting.
boy-
I don't
Do
know.
you think if you were
Regretting,
15, if you were
perhaps?
15
Yeah.
and some girl was all over you, some way older woman, would you be like, oh, that was fucked, or would you like it?
It like just in a non-celebrity thing. I
Yeah.
think. I think.
I mean,
there'd
in
be
your
too many
everyday
nerves to
real
pull-
life.
like too many. Yeah. Like, well, I mean, I'm so celebrated now that it's such a hard thing to separate. But but the my thinking is that I would like my nerves wouldn't let me pull any kind of trigger. I think that in being a celebrity, it would be a hell of a lot easier to have the confidence, be like, everybody's
Dude,
talking me up all the
right.
time. Of course, I'm fucking worth it.
Yeah,
you know? Like,
yeah.
But it was like, there's no chance. I was like, I had a friggin' nervous breakdown when a girl who had a crush on me came here when I was sick. She just came over to like say hi to me, and she was really nice.
You
and
don't- no,
sweet.
I think
I had a
you don't
crush
even-
on her too. and I
you don't
fucking
even have, you didn't do anything.
folded.
She was just all over you.
Yeah.
Wait, here we go.
She wasn't even all over me. She was just like being really nice.
Tell her yet,
And I-
Jason, you fucker. Oh yeah, she sits up. It's all this, but the mask. It's got the book. Jason, that's what they should do with Jason in the future.
just fucking
Costumes,
yeah.
who knows? Oh my god, but the thing too is like, what would be great is like it's her. She's turned. It's totally her. you grab her shoulder, and then when
Yeah.
it turns around, it's Jason.
Yeah, that would be
Right?
amazing.
Like what? Susie.
Yeah.
That's the new Jason.
I'm on board with that. My thinking is that
Oh fuck.
I would like to see one thing where everybody's fully aware of who Jason is, and they look out into the woods, and you can just see him. He's standing behind the thinnest tree, and he's just standing there. And they're like, Jason, because like also you have to think he's like he has some sort of like mental capacity, right?
Oh fuck.
Oh, hello. She crossed her. I was gonna say she crossed her eyes. That was the worst death, but that's because she faked it.
Yeah.
Like every other woman in my life, she faked it. But but yeah, no. The guy's yelling. He's like, Jason, I see you. You're just behind that tree, and he's just standing there. He's like, whatever, and he just goes, and then he comes up and kills him. He's
right
just,
behind him suddenly.
just out of being just bored of the whole cat and mouse. I'm like, I can see, just go away, Jason. I see you.
I'm surprised his shoes and shit have held up so well.
Yeah, he never gets changed.
I don't know how long. Well, he eventually his clothes look really shitty, like 7, and it's all fucked up. But his shoes, whoever made those shoes, that goddamn cobbler should be very proud of himself.
Yeah, no, for sure. You know what's really good though is that the subtexts for these movies, he looked a little bit like Steve Gutenberg when I first saw him.
Yep.
But he does have his bone structure. But he does. No, you laugh. His hair, his bone structure.
Totally be Steve Gutenberg.
Yeah, it's 100% him.
Absolutely.
But yeah. I don't even know what I was saying now before.
Do you wish you had fucking Steve Gutenberg's bone structure?
Steve Gutenberg, they was like considered at the time like a sexy dude.
Yeah, he was.
And it was just like, you know what movie I want to see that I've never seen? I don't even remember what it's called now. It's called Please Don't Stop the Music, or Don't Stop the Music. And it was basically the biopic of the Village People. And it starred the Village People all playing themselves.
And
Stretch. Steve Gutenberg is like the guy who discovers him and helps. Like he's a DJ who has like all the great disco beats and stuff like that. But he doesn't have any. He's not a good singer. This was like the
height of his career. He's like, this is the movie.
This was like was at the end of their career and kind of the beginning of his. Like this was before Police Academy or before anything else like that.
Oh my god. The Village People. Wow.
Yeah. It's funny because I was talking to my wife today, actually. We were talking about how certain eras really just... She really looks a lot like Morgan Fairchild.
No, yeah, she's got no pants. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, well...
She just wears a shirt?
When in Rome, when you're at a skinny dipping place, she was just starting to get undressed. And she's like, we should go.
I shouldn't do this.
Yeah. But yeah, we were talking about just kind of the era of the 80s and early 90s and stuff, and how people would get pigeonholed into whatever things, and how it just so unfairly just like ended their careers. Like I was thinking about Bronson Pinchot, and like think about how funny Bronson Pinchot was in like Beverly Hills Cop and stuff like that.
He was amazing.
I was like, he could have been whatever.
Way bigger.
Like he could have been so big.
He was so funny. What was there?
But then he was Balky Bartolomeusz, and then nobody could see anything but Balky.
Anything but him.
It's because they're not creative. He suffered. And then I thought about Jaleel White as Urkel. And it was like he couldn't do anything else because he was Urkel. I'm like, why?
They said too that like back in the day that Eddie Murphy was notoriously homophobic.
Yeah.
And to have that scene with Bronson in Beverly Hills where he's so gay and so funny as shit. Oh, and then they bring him back.
Yeah.
In other ones, it was like
basically
this guy,
the exact same
Eddie
scene,
Murphy was like, this dude's fucking funny enough to be in a scene with me being funnier than me.
Yep. Absolutely. And there were just so many people like that, but they just got so locked in as something like unfairly.
Did he make that mask?
That looks like a straight up Boglin.
Dear God, that's way better than a Boglin. Well, not way better, but pretty fucking good. Like,
Savini.
Take your hat off when you're making out.
Yeah, for sure. You don't want to bill the person.
It seems rude, maybe. Is it rude?
Hats indoors were considered rude at this time, so I would like.
And this is a question to the universe. Well, Ralph Macchio makes out with a girl. Is making out with somebody wearing a hat rude? What do I bang? Full on banging. I've got a hat on.
I don't like when any clothes are on.
Right?
In banging. It's like I see somebody who's like just got their pants pulled down a little bit.
That's weird.
I'm like, are you that busy? So this was actually a dance. This was him improvising. He was not told to dance weird. He's just like, this is what I'm gonna do. They were dancing though. Interesting little fact. They were actually dancing to "Back in Black" by AC/DC.
No way.
This. They had to change out the song because they
This
couldn't
guy
license it.
has no idea how to rock and roll. Wow. Wait, what song is it now?
It is called "Love Is a Lie" by Lion.
Okay, well, no, he's dancing perfectly for that one. Absolutely perfectly.
Yeah, that was his actor's secret. He didn't know the song was gonna be switched. He's like, but to me, I'm not dancing to "Back in Black." I'm dancing to "Love Is a Lie."
That's what shit. Look at her. She is beautiful. Look at her.
I want to give Teddy Bear a kiss.
She's all right. Is that one of the twins?
No. Maybe. I said no very surely with absolutely no confidence.
I think it
I
is.
don't.
I think it is totally. Oh, yeah.
Teddy,
Teddy, fuck, man. Is she talking? Are you talking about the teddy bear or Teddy?
I don't know. Maybe
Teddy's
both.
named Teddy. It's very confusing. Talking to you or me, bud?
That teddy bear's head's too big.
Teddy, what the fuck? I want to make it with you, not him.
Yeah.
Why don't they just have a big orgy? Like, guys making out on the steps. Like,
Yeah.
what is, come on, right? Just come on.
He looks like he's about to leave to be a Pokemon trainer.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, see, he turned
you lost
that
the
sideways
girl,
at least.
right?
I mean,
Okay, now he's in the mode.
That's
Yeah.
a start. That's at least him saying, I'm thinking about you and I'm thinking about your pleasure.
Oh, they are twins. They're just wearing different color pants.
Oh.
They switched.
Yeah, whatever.
Just make out with everybody else's. So,
It
you know,
would
that
be
would
the
be
best.
me. That was us. That's so us. It's like a
You and
girl.
me dancing.
Dude, seriously. Yeah, exactly. It's like we either one of us are so bashful we won't make the move.
Yeah.
It's like, no, like we're dancing with that fucking girl. It's a shoe in.
Yeah.
It's so like all you have to do is kiss the girl. I wouldn't do it. I would now. Now
Yeah.
I would.
As
But
teenagers,
then it was just like, I can't do this.
I feel like it never came up, so don't even start this. I feel like we would make out with each other to be funny before we would go to try and like just get the girl.
To be funny.
Yeah.
anyone.
Also to make my dick hard.
Too bad.
My he pussy's wet.
Always
Isn't there a name for that? Like a bussy?
It's your
boy pussy?
Should be your mussy then. Your man pussy. Your mussy.
Nah, I think you're a boy when you get
That's like when I say
fucked.
like always when they say like your cankle.
Yeah,
No, that's not true because cankle
Cankles are ankles.
suggests that you have canker sores all over your ankle.
Yeah.
It should be fankle.
Yeah.
We've discussed this a million episodes
Yeah.
ago. I've never stopped thinking about it. It haunts me. It haunts me.
I can't. I couldn't tell you anything we've talked about in any other movie, but like,
But yeah, listen to this guy. Watch what I do. He's gonna put a fucking. Oh wow, yeah, he's gonna do. You have a hand per cock. Yeah, they
Yeah.
love that.
I told you. I told you.
I was watching the episode of The League where they had
Right.
Will Forte on, and he kept doing the "I sat in gum" thing, where he just keep taking his balls out. He's like, "I sat in gum."
Oh my god, it's not.
Yeah. Carrie and I just rewatched all of Last Man on Earth with the Will
Right,
Forte show.
yeah.
What a good show!
I should watch that show.
So
That's
fun.
what I'll
It's-
put that one on my.
It's on Disney Plus. It holds up. It's so funny. Everybody in it who shows up, it's a fucking home run. And they get huge, they get big guests throughout the course of it too.
I like this. This one's not a bad Jason actually. The girls are cute.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
There's been enough murder. There's a lot of murder about to happen, I guess.
yeah.
The twins should be murdered together somehow.
That's the only thing, the only solace I take, even when there's a slow burn in a Jason movie. If there's a lot of teenagers, I know there's gonna be max 2
Oh
left.
yeah.
So I'm just like, and I'm just start counting. Then I'm like,
I
oh,
can't
bitchy
even.
one, she's gone. That nice guy's
I
probably there.
don't-
These two are gonna be the survivors.
I don't remember this. I'm pretty sure Corey Feldman lasts to the end.
Sarah.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of the girls running. It's going to be the Gumsy with him.
That's mine.
The girl that looks like
Gumsy.
Gumsy galore.
Yeah.
One twin's.
Look at
taking
how
it.
short that guy's shorts were. I could see his balls
I
through
know,
that more than
that's-
when he
that's
was
like
naked.
that's back. That's
Yeah.
back now. By the way, like these short shorts.
Not a goddamn chance. I'd chafe.
Do you think they share? Do you think they switch? The thing. Do you think that anytime? Because I've heard this.
Yeah.
Like dirty stories. You know, where the twins switch.
Yeah, it was a penthouse.
And then the
line,
guy finds out. Which Coors. They
Yeah.
didn't have that here for the longest time.
but- Mhm.
It was always Coors Light
Yeah,
forever.
it's the right beer now.
And I always said, how can you have a Coors Light without the original? Like,
Yeah.
how does the light
Yeah,
start
yeah, this
before
is-
the original?
This is just Coors. There's
It was
nothing
that-
lighter than this.
Yeah, in the 70s or whatever. Then it stopped, and now it's back as Banquet.
That's
Coors
terrible.
Original, Coors Banquet.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just
Same
called like
color
the beer
can.
was just called Banquet. I'm like, that's a terrible
Well, it's
name.
Coors Banquet.
Yeah, no,
Which is
I can
Coors
accept.
Original,
I can accept that because then at least you've got the name on it.
Right. And I was always like, how is there? Because there wasn't. Actually, there was not a Coors. There was Coors Light for all my growing up. And yours. You just didn't pay attention.
Well, you know what I suggest?
I like me. My experience with beer really goes back to the fact that when my mom used to work at a bar and my dad was a musician at the same bar, I would be there like in the daytime. Sometimes my dad would be setting up, because like my mom would be working during the day. He'd go there to set up all the equipment, then he'd take me home, and then my mom would come home from work, and then he'd go to play. Like it was like this kind of like juggling thing. So I'd be there for a little bit, and I just remember I was like it was all blue. Molson Canadian and Black Label.
Ooh. Okay, Black Label's all right. That's strong.
Hey,
Black
Mabel,
Label's like,
Black
oh
Label.
yeah.
I feel like Black Label was like a beer that had like cigarette tar in it.
It was like Orbits.
Yeah.
Like chunks of
cigarette tar.
Is she taking all this off to pee?
Yeah.
Or
It's important.
Again.
It's important to be like
We
fully
need
naked.
more titties. Good.
What if
Later, she's peeing standing up.
she never?
She's peeing.
Yeah. I would like very much for there to be a kill where she's just taking the girl is just taking a hardcore shit out in the woods, just like really like.
I just saw. I don't know who it is, but I just saw this video.
Yeah.
Of a singer girl. I don't know who the fuck it was. She's on stage. There's a huge crowd.
Yeah.
Huge, like a festival. She literally goes into the microphone. She's like, I have to take a piss. Who wants to be peed on? You can literally look it up. Dude's like, me. She brings the dude up on stage, pisses on him. I was like, what if there's like kids in the... I was like, what is happening?
Adele has
I don't
changed.
know who it was. I thought it was Peaches.
Yeah.
Honestly, God, my first thought, this is Peaches, but it wasn't.
No.
I don't know who it was, but I mean, she must have had to pee way before going on stage because she rips out.
Yeah. Oh my God.
But she turned, and I was like,
It like
what
laser
the hell?
cuts
Oh,
through
dude, like she just, I was like, what? Like, who is this?
Good God.
All the band, lots of bands, they're still just they're watching. The guy's playing a trumpet. I'm like, what the? Well,
That
to
was-
look it up after.
That was part of their rehearsal.
Yeah, I was like, what the shit? Exactly, because nobody batted an eye.
Yeah. Oh,
Maybe
man.
that's her thing. I don't know, but it was a huge crowd.
Yeah, some people
And
did
I was
shit.
like, what the shit? Like,
Yeah. That was her ripping the chicken's head off.
Yeah,
though
I
know that
guess.
never happened, but like
nobody seemed to even care. That's like the most, like literally the craziest, like most offensive thing you could see somewhere.
that feels like it would be really uncomfortable on your naked skin.
No, she's no, it feels great, that rubber.
Oh God, I just remember like being like when we'd go tubing and stuff. You know how like on the back of the O'Brien. Oh no!
Oh, right up through.
Oh, why is it not sinking? Or why did it not
Not
pop?
yet. It pops.
Yeah.
But, it just went through.
Yeah, okay.
It's gonna sink when he pulls it out.
Fine. Can I make a really what I think is a fair criticism of this movie?
Sure.
It's been almost the same kill every time.
Yes, it
The
has.
slow knife through
Something. Yeah. We need some. No, we had the head rip around.
that one. Yeah, that was well, and that got you
But
excited. But
it's-
now it's just like he's playing the hits, and I just
He's
want to like.
playing the hit.
I still think. What is your? We've had this conversation again, but maybe things change over time, so we can ask it again. What is your favorite Jason kill?
I really like. I guess a few come to mind. I loved the street sign through the girl that rips her in half
Jason
in the
Goes to Hell.
tent. I also really liked when he grabs the girl or the dude in the sleeping bag and beats it up against the fucking tree.
Those are my two favorite, and the sleeping bag wins every time for me
It's
because
such a wicked one.
It's so funny. Like the other one was a really cool effect because she splits apart.
Yeah.
The camera like does that thing.
Yeah.
And you see the guy. But like it's the sleeping
Also
bag one is just so.
Which also might be 7. It was where he
fun.
takes the hot rock from the sauna and rips it right into the girl.
Oh yeah.
That was a good one.
I think that is 7. I haven't seen I recall 7 being one of my favorites, and
Love
I
it.
don't think I've seen part 7 in like 30 years.
Oh my God.
7
Wait
and
till
8.
we get there. In 12 years, when we get there, you're going to love it.
We missed a couple of Friday the 13th because I wasn't aware that there was one. And it was just kind of happening. And then I was like, all of a sudden I was at work and then somebody's like, oh, Friday the 13th this week. I'm like, oh, shit.
If you notice that he's got the side of his hat on, the hat of getting fucked.
Yes.
Oh, he's next. Oh, fuck, Crispin Glover. Look at her cute little nose. She looks
She
like
does.
somebody. I
Yeah.
don't know who it is.
I don't know.
Oh, buddy's on the couch. Oh, he's like, fuck you, dork. You did it.
Yeah.
Oh, just go jerk and watch somebody. No one gives a fuck, dude.
I know.
Like, really? Oh, the other one. She's like, oh, he's a penguin, dude.
I was really into her, but it turns out you look just like her.
Yeah. She's like, okay. Come over there, whatever.
Look at how unsafe that fan is. That fan probably killed more people in this movie than Jason. Look at that. Like, you could stick your head through that goddamn thing.
Oh. Get in there, buddy. Oh my god, you guys throw it on the ground.
Well, there's a problem with being a greaser in 1984. Like, maybe you
my
should have thought
God.
about that. He looks like
He's
he's
like, I'm coming, girl. You're
so
way late. This is like 40 minutes later.
Yeah, I
now.
know. So my daughter, she was planning, she wants to watch like a horror movie or at least a Halloween themed kind of movie, like every day for the whole month and stuff. So I was helping her plan out her things, and I was trying to get her to like watch a lot of things she hasn't seen before too. And she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna watch like Scream 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6." I'm
Yeah,
like,
you've
"Well,
seen
you've
them
seen
a
those
million times.
I was like, "Introduce yourself." So I was like, Pumpkinhead, The Ring. I was going all over the place with her. She watched The Exorcist with me.
Oh, have you seen the preview for the new one?
Looks great.
Holy
Ellen Burstyn's in it too.
dude. That movie looks freaky as shit.
Yeah, we were talking about maybe going to see it. This that and The Nun 2 are playing
Ooh.
together at the drive-in.
Oh my god, I went with Julian, my buddy Julian,
Yeah.
and during the
Shout out to
Expendables
Julian.
4, the Expendables 4,
Oh yeah.
which is the biggest piece of trash
I didn't even
you
know
will ever see.
I didn't even know it was out yet.
Oh my god.
And I was like, I saw there were like spoiler things online, and I was like, oh, they really just
The
don't
action
care.
is terrible.
Yeah.
It's so bad. But anyways, before the movie, he's like, hey girl, we got a thing here. Oh god, you are. He has no idea she's dead. He thinks she had her period.
Yeah.
He's the fuck out of there. Anyway, so the Exorcist preview comes on.
Yeah.
Julian is like, the moment it starts, he's like, I was this way, so this way. He's like, oh my god. He's like, oh my god. He's like, no. He's like, please God, please God. And oh my god, I laughed my balls off at him so bad. But at the same time,
Yeah.
I was laughing and I was like, holy fuck, like this preview is freaking the shit out of me.
It looked really good. They had the makeup effects on it were really good.
Oh,
It looked like it took it looked like it took it seriously.
it looked, oh yeah.
Heard a lot of good things about Saw 10 actually as well.
I'll check it out.
One of the
Why fuck
guys
not?
One of the guys who, the guy who went and reviewed it for CGM, I saw that he had dropped the review for publishing, and I was like, "Oh, how did you like it?" He's like, "It's a real true return to form, old school,
Like a creepy, bloody.
Well, because basically it,
I saw the one thing. It was like she had tubes,
yeah."
fluorescent tubes, and goggle eyes.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So but it basically they kind of elaborated themselves into a weird place where it's like it's got to be bigger, it's got to be crazier, it's got to be more elaborate, and it just kept happening and happening. I was like, the first one was so goddamn simple,
yes.
right? Two dudes,
And then Buddy was in the middle of the floor, and then you're thinking to yourself, did he move at any time? Did I miss that?
Yeah.
Like, did he? How did he lie there so still the whole time?
I loved it. He drugged himself.
Oh, right.
So actually, and that was another thing too.
That was a good one.
Carrie Elway is going to be at Friday Night at the Falls as well.
Who else?
I
I might have that off. I'm on. Okay, so I don't know when's. I think I might be off. Maybe I'm actually able to go to that. Oh my god, it'd be super wicked.
Yeah.
Is it one day?
3 days.
It's 3 days? Holy shit.
Yeah. Ron Perlman's going to be there. Doug Jones is going to be there. They've got combos of people, so there's a lot of different reunions. So there's Kim Coates is going to be there from Sons of Anarchy, so they can do that. And Doug Jones is going to also be able to be there.
Wicked.
For
I would get his autograph.
well, he's done so many cool things too. And also because he was in Hocus Pocus too. So
Yep.
they have the two bullies from Hocus Pocus are going to be there, so they're going to have a little thing. So
Oh,
they-
cool.
well, they're very good and smart about overlapping like that, so that it's oh, I can have panels where I have these two guys and I have panels with these guys. Oh, this is
this
old
titty
porn.
movie.
Is that now the question is? It looks like it is, but I was gonna say, is that a real one or is that one
Like
that
a
they
made
made
up
for
one
this
that
that looks like it?
right. Some old titty movie. Fuck yeah.
I love
it. She's the prude one,
Yeah.
right? They look exactly the same.
nothing would make me happier than watching like trying to get a teenager now to try and load up one of those films.
I don't think
projectors.
I could.
I remember how to do it.
I
'cause
can get the
but
cards. They
it's
go
like-
through, and they go through, and they'll stick it
Yeah.
there, and then stick it there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to go in one spot where it catches for tension, then it's got to go in the thing where it
Gotta
feeds
go.
through, which you have to slowly feed it through, and then it's got to go on the tension thing on the other side, and then you
You
have to
go.
tuck it into the other reel so it'll.
Right, yeah.
I go
Total
leave
stay.
without you.
You're not. Just stay there. She hasn't even
I'm
started
fine.
yet.
Yeah,
Oh, this is.
and Crispin Glover famously lasts like 4 hours
Oh
because
my
he's
god.
very frantic.
Oh, she's gonna go.
Yeah,
What the fuck are you thinking, girl?
she looks like she's dressing up in clear plastic.
Do you think that actually in real life that twins would be totally different? Two complete twins, and they would be one would be a prude, one
Yeah.
wouldn't.
I think I'm going to say like not all the time, but I'm going to say a lot of the like a good chunk of times, yes, because I think that being forced to be the same person thing as a
You
child
would go the other way.
forces you
Right.
to like rebel against.
She
it.
should live. She technically should live.
Wouldn't it be good if somebody just left and then like the end of the movie they get a call and they're like, oh my god, everybody died at the thing. Like she was just
Right,
never a
she
part
got
of the
away.
story.
Yeah, she got away.
She didn't even
Oh.
but she didn't even have to run. She was just like, yeah, that's it for me. I'm
Jason should have walked up to her, grabbed her, picked her up, smelled her, put her down, and then
done.
you go. You go, girl.
You're not full of sin.
Went upstairs.
Oh fuck!
Oh
Didn't they
my
already
God.
go upstairs? Where were these two?
Yeah, they're going back upstairs. That's Jared Leto and the girl who I think they want her to be the bitchy character, but she hasn't been really. She made a bitchy face once.
Oh,
Why, you want to sleep in the top?
she's like, fuck this, I'm done with you, buddy.
No.
Uh
Whoa.
oh snap! I missed. Nope.
Yeah.
Give me a few minutes.
You know what-
Oh,
You know what my response to that would be? I'm not sleeping in the same single bed as another person. I can't be that. I can't be that
Right.
confined. When I moved in with Carrie, we had a double bed, and it was the worst like year or so of sleep I had in my life. I'm like, we have to get a queen size bed. I can't do that.
why? What's wrong with the double?
I'm too at another person
Don't
at
fucking touch
all
me. I'm
times.
saying,
It's like I'm
don't
trying.
fucking touch me.
Well, but if I'm moving around, because I'm very conscious about not being a disturbance either, right? So it goes both ways. But the
who's this?
she's the what's his face, Corey Feldman's mom.
Oh,
This
right,
is
right,
why-
right.
I think that it was really, really pointless to have him.
He's done nothing in this movie so
Mhm.
far. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
This is not the first one with him, is it? Wasn't he in the one before? No.
No, he wasn't in the one.
This is his first one.
This is his first.
Okay.
See, and this is where I kind of forget things because it's like, so yeah, so the next one
Yeah.
is him becoming
Anybody
quote unquote
home?
Yeah, because
Jason.
with that mask he got was because in the one before he was at the camp and that creepy kid
Yeah.
had the masks and that's where he got it from.
Yeah, but he wasn't in 3. 3 is just the 3D one with the barn and like there's no
The
little
3D barn.
yeah, that's
The
basically
door opens. Whoa!
that's
Whoa! Look out for
basically
the
it.
door.
But yeah, where I usually get lost because I thought A New Beginning was older Tommy at the therapy place, the therapy summer camp, when he's older. You know how they recast him and he was older and
Yes.
stuff like that. But I was like, I think that's Jason Lives and that's fake
You're right.
Jason.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
And
Because
he is him.
because
then.
him-
You're right.
yeah, because him at the end of this of whatever one, he's got no hair except like the little thing. Like he looks like
He's all
Jason.
fucked up. Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think that happens over the course of this movie. Although it could happen right now. Who knows what's in that rain?
Right?
It's acid rain, man.
Not yet.
That was a giant worry back then. Nobody seems to think
Right?
about it anymore.
Yeah, no, it's really
Now it's
happening
like-
now. Nobody cares.
Now it's cancer rain.
yeah.
It's literally just
Chubby
tumor-
rain.
Chubby rain. We gotta watch that. That's like
Chubby rain.
that to me is still one of my like best sleeper comedies. Like it's just
That was so wicked. Nobody talks about the fucking movie. Oh fuck.
I
Was she
almost
scared of
included
the
her.
driving? What's happening?
Um,
her. She's gonna
yeah.
be the one. Her and him. Those two.
I'm gonna put a link in this episode, but I actually designed a new Friday the 13th T-shirt And it's
They're good. They're
Yeah,
good.
it's a very
Oh, here we go.
it's a really it's one I'm really happy with, and it's so it's like the Friday poster, like Ice Cube and Chris Tucker, except it's Friday the 13th, and I'm really happy with it. So we will I wish I had a really quick way to be able to share that on here, but I don't. So
Yeah,
forget
you do.
it.
You could just put it up there on the screen or whatever.
No, it's it's because it's that easy.
The word screen.
The word screen.
Literally nobody has a problem with this.
No.
This is what people want in movies
Mhm.
to this day. Like no one gives a shit.
Yeah.
Woke, not woke. You know what? We'll just put women of different varieties naked. Is that? Are you happy now?
Yeah.
Because I fucking am. Like, right on.
This is what I really wanted. I was sick of just seeing white boobs.
Exactly. Put them all. Kill them all, Jason. Fucking A. The next one, there'll be like multiple festivals.
Yeah.
It's over the course of a weekend. They all come together. You know, Muslim fest. You know,
Yeah.
African
You know what?
fest. This fest, and he kills them all.
You know what I would like to happen? I want like A24 or Blumhouse or somebody to do this. I want them to do one entire year of all the holidays and have like a different horror movie for every single one of the holidays.
I think
Just shit the movies out. Do not put any like gigantic effort into them. Do them like these, you know, where it was like a solid 4
It's
weeks.
funny that you said it because I think A24 now owns the Jason rights.
Oh, is that true?
I don't know. I'm telling you right now. That's totally the moment you said it. I think they are either in the running to buy it or they had bought it.
Wow.
That's what I fucking forgot.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm correct. We'll look after, but
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, I think A24 owns Jason now.
Nice. I hope somebody does it. If somebody like, if they're gonna do something, I hope they do something good with it.
So
because it
tired
was
of
such the other
the
remake.
remake was just machete to the head
Yeah.
every fucking time.
Yeah, it was too
Like rip them apart, rip them in half. Like come on, what
Yeah.
the fuck, rip their heads
well
off.
because you
like,
started and you got the biggest guy to ever play Jason.
like no
So fucking let him-
titties,
Yeah.
so like no men's dicks, nothing.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of them have naked dudes' butts and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, give some everybody fucking cares.
Yeah. Well, because it's literally what you're representing in these with like, because you're literally at a place where teenagers are going to have sex and stuff. This is what I say, like, you know, I don't care if something doesn't have nudity, if it's completely pointless.
Yeah,
other
no,
than the
I-
fact
I
that I
do.
want to see boobies.
Yeah, no, I
But
do.
but my thing is, it actually is a part of the plot. in
Right.
these. It's because he's like, that's what they're there for.
Right, exactly. That's what
So-
we're here for.
Yeah.
Tits and gore.
Like,
I don't
see,
give a fuck.
I-
Johnny goes to Washington. Suddenly the lawyer whips her boobs out. Cool. I'm cool.
see, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm in no hurry for tits anymore because we can access them like on our phones.
I
That-
know.
it wasn't-
It's
it
not the
wasn't
same. It's not the
like-
same. Going to the movie, you get some hot, beautiful thing, pretending that she's some high school girl naked. Like, come on. What the
Well,
fuck?
I think the other part of it too, though, is the fact that like a lot of these girls
Huh?
back in the day were, I don't even want to necessarily say pressured into like showing their boobs and stuff, but like they knew it was kind of part of like, oh, you know, this is what happens and blah blah blah.
Well,
And
you
now
would
girls
tell
are
them
like,
before they even got there.
no, that does not always happen. I would
I
say
know
more
that.
often than not, it doesn't.
Right. That's
And,
bullshit.
yeah.
That's not cool.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I was like, if the person agrees to do it, it's all well and good. But what kept happening, and it started to happen to famous, and it started, and this is where I think it fell off because it started to happen to more famous women in like bigger movies, and they were like, "Yeah, so you're gonna do topless?" And she's like, "No, I'm not."
I
And then it
think
became, like,
the,
giant-
the one story that I know, I just saw it, was Jennifer Lawrence.
yeah, that was
Talking,
one.
it was like a round table of actors, women actors, and she had told the story of how they had. It's not acceptable whether it's somebody unknown or known.
no, of course not.
But it only becomes
Yeah,
out into the open when it happens to
Yeah.
a well, you know.
well,
I
because
don't know why you could just I don't know why you could just fucking tell the person, listen, you're gonna be naked.
Yeah.
And if I was a director of
Yeah.
anything, if you're a woman and you get naked, the set will be so safe
yeah,
and you're gonna get mad cash.
yeah, well,
mad cash.
and that's the thing. And but here's the problem with a movie like this: there's no such thing as mad cash.
right. Well,
but
more money.
yeah, no, for sure. And so I do agree that that's a way to like deal with that and all that. Yeah, I think that the reason that it becomes a big deal when it's the bigger actresses and stuff is because it became a fight between her and the producers and director and all that kind of stuff. And I think Diane Lane had a similar one, a few other people had similar ones. And it becomes like she's difficult, or it's like those fights start happening. With these girls, it's just like, show your tits. And he's like, and she's like, no, I don't want to. You're out. Bring in the next person.
Yeah, and then you're worried, but at the same time, you can't just walk.
Yeah.
because you're worried about your career, you're worried about this and that, and you're like,
Yeah.
you're in such
And
a
that's-
situation, right? Like,
Yeah. Well, and that's why they did it, right? And it was just kind of, it reminds me very much of like that whole Louis C.K. thing, right? Like it was like, it wasn't that he wasn't technically speaking, getting permission for everything he was doing. It was the position they were in when he asked in the first place.
there was a goddamn, when they got there was a pallet,
Uh-huh.
a thing. There was 4 sixers of Coors.
Yeah.
There's still beer left. There was a million of them. Fuck, I wouldn't even be dead yet. I'd be at the fridge still drinking.
But they've got
beer.
wine.
I'd be like, nobody. Oh, fuck. Nope.
There's the corkscrew.
Oh, shit.
It would have been very good if he put the corkscrew in and then started twisting the corkscrew.
Yeah, in his head or his eye.
Yeah.
Pop his
So this-
eyeball. Pop his eyeball.
So this came out just a year before Back to the Future. So he was just kind of establishing himself at this point. But again, he was already an established fucking weirdo. So
She's like, oh, my sister didn't leave.
she gives me a little bit of a Tiffany Amber Thiessen
There's
vibe.
something. I don't have it yet. Her little cute nose.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen, by the way, is on TikTok and looks phenomenal.
Of course she does.
And then she had a thing with she like had her daughter come out because it was kind of like it was some joke of like, oh, looks just like me, whatever. And I was like, her daughter looks exactly like early 90s Kelly Kapowski. And I'm like, this is,
Right.
like I was like, Jesus Christ. It's almost like she didn't have like
Oh,
it's almost like she didn't have a kid with another person. Like she just like spawned off another.
oh,
yeah,
that's
that's
a good one.
See, all
Boom.
kills don't all have to be like gory.
That was
They
a good
just
one.
Be creative.
I was trying to see because there was a slow-mo and he's like turned, and I was trying to see if he was standing on a board or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if the thing was holding him up. He was kind of floating in midair there for a second.
Yeah, well, they said too I think that was one of the ones where they're like, yeah, he's in a spot where it's like virtually impossible for him to actually.
I feel like this is who they're trying to make the new Jason. Him.
Yeah,
He's got the machete. He looks all like
yeah.
maybe he is supposed to be the guy in the next one. The fake
No.
one.
No, the fake one ended up being one of the ambulance drivers.
Oh, yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
You know.
But the yeah, he's got nice teeth. But considering everybody
Fred.
smoked back then, he's
Like
got pretty
Fred
nice teeth.
Ward.
Oh, I love Fred Ward.
Tommy's at the house.
Is she going to be there?
I don't
Is he going to be there?
know. Nobody's.
I love that the twins are there. Like, are they charging for autographs?
I don't know from names. Well, yeah, they all charge for autographs. That's not.
What
a
are the twins
super-
paying?
I don't know. I
20
didn't look
bucks.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not a lot, but it's the yeah. That's just part of the whole deal. There's nobody there who gives away their autograph.
Well, I know, but I mean, it's just
not
like
worth their
the
time.
only thing they've ever been in is this
Yeah.
movie.
Pretty much. But that's like, well, think about the guy. I've talked about him before, and I don't remember his name for the life of me. He's like the main zombie in Land of the Dead. He's
Yes.
like the black guy in the
Yes.
house. He doesn't even, I don't even think, well, no, I know for a fact, he's not being, technically speaking, invited to these things. He's getting, because he's not part of Celebrity Row, he has a booth closest to Celebrity Row where he sells shit and then also does autographs.
It's weird.
So like he travels with them and he's like, oh, he's gonna be a part of it too. And literally, you know what it looks like when you go there and it's the entire
Yeah,
row across the back.
Yeah.
You go all the way down to where the doors are at the far end, and then when it starts going down the other wall, his booth was right there, and it was tons of like pre-signed pictures and like copies of the movie and all kinds of other stuff that you could purchase from him, and then he would either sign it or you could just go and pay to get his autograph for something else or whatever. But like he had like a whole merch shop there, and nobody else has that. I was like, there's no chance.
It's so
that
weird.
he's
How
a
do they
part of
allow
that.
this if he just shows
He
up?
pays for it. If he
Well,
bought,
he must be doing well enough then, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
why would you
it's-
do that at a loss?
well, no, he wouldn't be doing it at a loss. That's what I'm saying. It's an investment for him because he's like, I don't know how much a booth costs per se, but I mean,
right.
he probably doesn't have to do a whole hell of a lot.
It
to,
just that sounds like
cover-
Virgil.
Yeah.
At like
Where he
you
just,
know
like,
what I mean?
sets up a
just like
table.
being like the worst.
Yeah. I texted you the other day. I don't even know if you got it because
I did.
Okay, the Steve Austin thing.
Oh no.
Yeah, see, this is what happens. Is sometimes I send you ones, and they send like RCS. and if
Yeah.
you're-
What the fuck is that?
So that is how all of the new Android phones send this. and it actually sends over like Wi-Fi and
Yeah, I'm
stuff
like,
like
what?
that.
Like,
But if you're not at a place where you're connected to Wi-Fi, it tries to send that,
and
then
it
just
doesn't, and then I
fails.
look and it doesn't, and then it's like try another way, and it's a switch to text. I'm like, I'm on text.
Yeah.
What the fuck, like?
I know. It's like I wish I could default it for certain people because like like for you or for my daughter, if my daughter's out somewhere and I need to text her, it does the same thing, and I'm like, well, she's at the fucking park. She doesn't have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, like, that's
And-
the thing. Like, it is text. So why are you trying to switch it to other? It should be reversed.
Yeah.
Like if it won't, then you switch to that. Like what the fuck? Like
no, the reason
it's
is,
just shit out of
the reason is because RCS is actually a like it's a secure it's a more secure way to text, and that's how
Right.
they've standardized. But the problem is you need to be connected to some kind of a network to actually receive them that way. So then but it should just automatically, it should try like once to it's like,
right.
okay, couldn't do it on RCS, we're moving to text. But that's actually a reason. That's why iPhone uses their own encryption
Right.
for text, because they want it to be, because if they use their own encryption, you can't use RCS with them, which means your texts aren't encrypted. So then you want to switch to iPhone so you have encrypted text to talk to your iPhone friends.
Fuck them.
Because they were like, well, they were all trying to like get it standardized, and iPhone's like, no. But they did the same shit with their goddamn cables and stuff like that too. Now they were forced to fix that.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, England.
That is so. Oh my god! It was one Apple thing years ago. And I was like, forget this.
Europe said, Europe flat out came out and said you cannot sell your iPhones if it doesn't have a USB-C.
Yeah, like what the
Okay.
fuck? Like this shit.
And then they announced it like it
plug.
was their idea. They were like,
Of course they did.
and they were like,
You know
and-
what?
and
For
he-
the people, we're
yeah.
gonna do
and
this.
they flat out did. They were like, we're introducing USB-C to thing, and I'm like, well, first off, USB-C has been on phones since like 2004, so don't act like you're a fucking revolutionary.
Yeah.
here. But
Revolutionizing phones.
But
One
anyways-
plug for them all.
But anyways, we were talking about phones going back to text, and I was talking about Steve Austin. I watched a
Oh,
thing
right.
of Steve Austin pre-neck injury, and I forgot what a good wrestler he was.
Yes, I did get. Yes,
You
he
did get
was. Yes, he fucking was.
And I was just watching. I was like watching his suplexes, and I was like, he was so goddamn
yes,
good.
he was. Hollywood
And I was like-
Blondes.
But like it was even when he was the ringmaster
Yeah.
and stuff, and I was just like, he was really, really good. And I was like, but it's just most of his career was post neck injury when all he
Yeah.
could do was really stomp and like run around.
Yeah, he was good though.
He was still good.
Did his things. I remember him and The Rock suplexing each other under the lights
Yeah,
in the aisleway. I don't know what match it was that they had. They did a bunch. And it was like the aisleway had the light. Oh fuck! And they were suplex. I was like, fuck yeah! I don't know mosquito bites or what the
scabies.
Probably.
We've not seen enough of Jason's mask. Like that was like the third time we've seen his mask. Everything has been his arm through the whole movie. Like you didn't need an actor to do
Starring
this.
Jason's arm. You need an arm actor.
You could have just been whoever was around. You don't even need an arm actor because they had those nails and shit. Just put those fucking nails on whoever.
Literally anybody that's on set in that moment. She's like, buddy, are you still in the shower?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
But I also had the same like opinion of like Groot and Rocket Raccoon. I'm like, you could have got any fucking person to do the voice.
Of
that.
course,
It was
yes, yes, it did not need to
Well,
be.
maybe Rocket has a little bit more emotion and stuff.
Yes.
to it, but like,
Especially in the third one, he's lots of
Yeah.
lines in the third
oh
one.
yeah. So to have a better actor.
Oh,
that made more
shit.
sense.
He just fell in the shower.
That's why I believe it.
That's a good tell. Look at that
Yeah.
tell.
I'd like to know, well, like what extra work do they do? Do they sew it in, or
It
do
must
they
be.
maybe put a little bit of butt glue stuff that
I
the
remember
pageant girls wear?
Oh fuck! In A History of Violence, where you see,
Vigo's dong.
yeah, he was like
I was just joking,
in the
but yes.
scene. He was like, the towel would never stay.
Yeah, of course not.
So he's like, in reality, the towel would fall off. So Derek Cronenberg was like, all right, well, let the fucking towel fall off then.
Yeah.
It was probably, guaranteed it was actually Cronenberg's idea. He's a creepy fucker. So
No,
he's
I
"Let me
feel
see your
like-
dong, big O."
I know Vigo tried really hard to have his last fight in with the big
Well, try.
the big troll
Naked.
thing, whatever. Yeah, he tried to get his dick out there. He's like, I want to demonstrate how your balls suck up into your body when you're scared as a protection. Like,
Kicking ass. Oh, he knows. He
I
knows these
hate-
things.
I
Look at
hate
his
those
fingernails.
hands.
Look at his fingernails.
Like, and that's the
Is
thing.
that
It's been
even-
all his hands this
Is that
entire
hooked
time.
to anything? Like,
Yeah.
I love how this guy, they're like, this guy played Jason. Like, anybody. Yeah, you're
No.
right. Anybody. It's literally his arms the entire fucking
Yeah.
movie.
it's different when it's like full body scenes and when you're like doing like that kind of stuff. And like, so we had him throw the girl out the window. We saw him briefly at the beginning as a dead person.
Dog's still alive.
I don't think so. I think it's Jason. See,
Why
oh,
you-
he
why-
said no. He just
Why are you being so weird, Gordon?
You won't even try to fuck Tommy anymore. What's going on with the strobe light there? Remember how much
That's
we
the
used
movie.
to? I don't think we've ever talked about this. Remember when we used to like have like strobe light parties in your room?
Yeah.
Todd had a strobe
Those
light, and we would
awesome
just put on.
parties. The two of us
Yeah.
with a strobe light on. Yeah, it's a fucking party, all right.
No, but we would we would like fight in the strobe light, or we would do whatever, and it would just be like name your 90s alt rock band, and that was on while we
Oh
were
my
just
God.
fucking like,
Econoline Crush is playing St. Catharines.
oh nice,
Yep.
nice.
You have to buy them online. I went to get a ticket today, but it was like, buy them online. I was like, yeah, fuck.
I'm
no.
not doing that.
Right at the
Econoline,
warehouse,
Econoline. Oh really?
which is like right downtown.
Yeah.
I don't know how it doesn't look very big.
No, I can't
As
imagine.
long as they play the hits, man. I want to hear Sparkle and Shine. Just play
Yeah.
that whole album.
Yeah.
Because they have a new album out.
Oh nice. That's all I want to
Fuck
hear.
that. Play
Just give me
Sparkle
the
and
new
Shine.
stuff. It's like when the Stones come to town. I'm like, give me your newest album. If
Don't
I
play me any of the hits.
if I hear Painted Black, I'm burning this place to the ground.
Of course, it just ends. You heard the theory that Jason is a deadite.
Yes, I have heard
Yeah,
that.
I like that one.
I think that was they were trying to use that to build into the Jason versus Ash versus Jason.
I dig it,
versus
though.
Freddy.
I dig him being a deadite. I think it's pretty cool.
I would have loved, because when they were talking about it was Freddy versus Jason versus Ash, I would have loved that, because like the Jason versus Ash stuff would have been pretty, I don't want to say pedestrian, but like just very like, it's, you know what you're gonna get from that.
Yes.
But then like the other combinations, the Freddy Ash stuff would have been fucking bananas.
Yeah, I know,
fun.
right?
It's
Like-
just like I said from the beginning though, I wanted them to start. It's so hard with rights and stuff like that. I wanted them to start basically building out a tournament bracket, and then just be like,
Kombat.
and then like literally
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
have the viewers of these movies vote on who you, because like you can do the shitty, oh well, which one of them really won kind of thing, right? Like Jason has Freddy's head, and
Right.
It gives you the wink. Like, it's like, oh my
yeah,
God.
he's just playing the whole
So-
thing, right?
So it's like, okay, so which one is it kind of thing? So you let the viewers, so you guys decide who won, and then they'll move on to the next round, and then then you have like Pinhead versus Michael, and then like that goes. I feel like Pinhead like just wastes through everybody.
of
but
course, you come on. You have to be.
he doesn't even have to think about it.
Gordon, get out of there, bud. Gordon's the fuck out of there. Gordon's
He
like, fuck the
slams
dude.
onto
Gordon
the-
literally was just like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. The only person in the movie I remember is named Gordon.
The only person I remember, and it's a dog.
Yeah. He's the only one that counts, anyways.
That's true.
Like him. Oh, here she goes. Oh, run, Gordon. Gordon's going to be Jason in the next one.
Yeah. Well, I said Gordon was Jason now,
Right?
so that was him making his break.
He's got to go
We're-
put the mask on.
We are for Halloween. We're going to be covering Halloween: The Curse of Michael Myers, and I forgot so much about that. Like we watched Halloween 5 the last year. You remember
So
how
the
that,
one with at the school?
a little bit, but there's also during the course of the movie, there's just a guy in all black just walking around, and you never know what the hell, and you're like, what's his deal? And they never explain
They
it.
never tell you.
So in this one, he's in it, and they explain it more, and then they're starting to create a mythos around Michael, which I hate. Like this is my least favorite by far of the Halloween movies. Keeping in mind that I don't really count 3 as.
Is
a
5 the
Halloween
one where
movie.
Jamie Lee Curtis came back?
No,
Is
5
that
is
H2O?
5 is the one with the little girl,
Oh, yeah.
and
After 4.
6, which is the one we're gonna be watching now. Donald Pleasance is back, and Paul Rudd.
Oh
is in
my!
it.
Oh my God!
Paul Rudd's first movie.
Paul Rudd's first movie.
So,
he must be
but-
so good in Only Murders in the Building.
oh god, dude.
He's so good. I bet you he's considered one of the funniest people in Hollywood.
That's-
like the naturally
yeah.
funniest. He's so funny.
He's quick is the problem.
Yeah.
Well, not the problem, but it's like kind of the thing, right? But
Oh shit! Oh, he's
it
alive.
was my greatest pleasure. Whoop. my greatest pleasure was that was one of the few things that I've reviewed that I got every episode for. I usually only get the first like few episodes.
Oh, they give you the whole thing.
And they gave me the whole season, and I was like, could not get through it fast enough.
Oh, we just found that there. Oh, he's getting this out.
I was like,
He's killing me. No shit.
he looked like the face he was making was kind of like, yeah, do it, come on, like you can't kill me.
He's cutting into my belly. He's cutting over my belly button. He's ripping my guts out. Trishy's ripping my guts out. He's killing me.
As God is my witness, I am broken in half. What are you doing?
Who yells, he's killing me?
I know. Well, what's even that almost makes me feel like they're in cahoots.
Right.
Where he's like, he's doing. Can you believe this?
Right?
Oh, we've got a whole new conspiracy.
Right?
Dude, where do you think Jason went? You're in the basement. Go. Don't turn around.
Just making sure he's still down there. Oh, fuck.
That was. I like that they established that though, because the stairs broke already. He didn't punch through the stairs;
They were already broken.
I was like, they actually established that. That was filmed.
That's continuity.
Yeah. Oh, so I didn't mention what else Joseph Zito, the director of this movie, directed. I said he directed The Prowler, and then I talked about the whole thing. That was pretty good. But he also directed Missing in Action.
Braddock.
Well, and then Invasion USA, which was another.
I know, right? That's a good one.
And Red Scorpion.
Yeah. That's funny. I just watched that on Tubi.
It occurs to me that I shouldn't put my stuff where I have to turn around and do this. I should switch these.
Wow, here's Corey Feldman suddenly again.
Yeah, this was pointless. And then, like, for them to kind of put everything on him for the next one, he's like, you're the future of this kid. It's like having an extra from, like, the fucking Lord of the Rings. And he's like, we're doing a whole fucking world around you.
Oh, my God. I met this crazy lady downtown.
That doesn't sound right.
Oh, my God. I met her before. I forgot to tell you this. Oh, my God. When she walked over,
I'm sorry to interrupt. She was literally just putting nails into the door. Like, she was not like putting them into the door and the frame that would actually make it so you couldn't open the door.
Right.
Anyway,
okay, so wait, I like that Jason had set these things up for somebody to open the door and be like, "Oh God, they're there."
Well, think about was it
right?
The first, oh no, it was the second movie. Oh, the first movie did it too, where he like friggin' like did a he threw him. I thought that was Jason.
Me too.
He just did like a Wallenda's
cannonball through the fucking window.
But yeah, like that was always happening at the end of all the movies.
Oh shit!
Yeah, the end of all the movies would be like the final girl like running through the gauntlet of dead bodies.
Oh. Anyway, so the girl literally was like
crazy girl.
He said it was like a Bible quote.
Yeah,
but it was like she was like, I'll just say it was like. And then God said to Targaryen, let there be whatever. And I looked at her and I was like, what? And then she was like, yeah. She was like, God, Game of Thrones and the Bible are hand in hand. She was like, she was like flying. And I was like, holy shit, lady. Like, oh, the moment she said Targaryen, I was like, hey, wait a minute. I didn't know that name.
Well, the Bible's pretty into fucking 14-year-olds
right?
too, so I guess.
Right.
That's why people are always harsh on the Catholics. They're the only ones translating the Bible literally.
Turn the fucking radio on. Get somebody going.
Look at that old ass computer. What they should do is Weird Science a hero to life who can like.
It took them a couple minutes to print her out,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Like,
it's not that
horny plus chicks.
Yeah.
This picture for the Sears catalog. Let's see what we got here.
God, Sears
a living
catalog.
bra comes up.
I do miss my wish book. I don't know. I don't know if the people got it in the States. Let us know in the comments. Did you get the Sears wish book back in the day? If you're not aware of what it was, or you're somewhere where you didn't get the wish book, or you just don't know what the hell we're talking about in the first place, it was like the big holiday catalog for Sears, and it had all like the cool new toys.
Well,
no,
it was also gifts. Back in the day when there wasn't online shopping.
Yeah,
there was you lived way the fuck out. Oh my god, way the fuck out in the middle of Buffalo nowhere. That was your shopping. You'd get the wish book, you'd go through it, and they'd mail it to your fucking place, the post office, and that was your, that was your thing.
Or you could have the best of both worlds and go to Consumers Distributing, which was a store that we had. And it would literally, you would catalog shop inside the store. So basically there was no store. It was just a big long counter. and then everything was like storage in the back, and you'd go in and you'd go through the catalog, and then you'd have to fill out like a slip and say, I want item like 1AB62. I want this many of them. This is what the price says. This is all that. And you had to basically fill out your own invoice.
Oh, fuck.
And
Here
then
you go.
and then you went and paid it, and then they would just bring you the item. I'm like, why couldn't I was like, why can't you just make it so I can just go and get the item, or just skip all this and go, hey, can I get this Walkman?
Oh, fuck. I love this. I love this.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Oh my god! 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 Oh my god!
He's too energetic.
Kid. Oh, who do I go for? Kid or girl? Kid or girl? Bad girl.
Always.
She's thinned.
If I was him,
She's
I would have
thin.
jumped over to the thing and then a double foot stomp.
Like he's
and
really
I'm
giving her. The new Jason does not run.
I hate
This guy's
Jason.
58.
Yeah. No, but I just don't like a Jason that runs. It's like zombies.
It's
stuff,
lame.
right?
Agreed.
See, well, zombies are one of two things. You're either the
It does make him freakier
yeah.
though.
See, I think it makes him freakier that he doesn't run. But I find the running zombies freaky when they're in large groups, because that's like a horde. It becomes like it's another kind of species, right? But like the other zombies, they gotta be like I'm deteriorating.
Well, they're dead. Of
Yeah.
course, they're deteriorating. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, there's another. Oh,
Everybody
just
goes
like
through
Gordon,
the-
baby.
This movie should have started with that. Yeah. This movie-
Good stunt.
Yeah, this movie could have started with
Boo.
that Ralph. Oh, you could see the
That's
padding,
cool.
but
That's
that
cool.
was
That's cool.
fine.
It's not bad though. It
No.
doesn't look too bad.
I respect it. This guy apparently really didn't like Tom Savini going through, but this guy's like an old school stunt man, right? Probably in a lot of the westerns and stuff. like that.
Right.
And he didn't like Tom Savini until he found out Tom Savini was a part of a lot of stunt departments, and he's like, "Oh, you're cool." And literally, that was just it. He's just like, everything
I
I
like
felt
you
about
now.
you is invalid now.
I'm sorry. Go, girl. Oh, fuck. Oh, my
Yeah.
God. This is no time to wash your face. What are you doing? Oh, he's trying to turn into Jason.
He literally, yeah. Oh, so maybe this is where all this happens.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it is.
Oh, shit.
Why? What is the impetus for him taking on the? He looked at him and yelled. He looked at Trish, and then said Trish, and then Jason ran after her, and then he's like, "That's it, I'm Jason."
Tommy, you were supposed to. Oh, shit.
Nice, he saw it. See, and he still has the slit in his hockey mask too from the last movie.
I think if you went back too, that's kind of like not Jason, right? To be like, ooh,
Yeah. Yikes! I don't want to get cut. He'll take a fucking shoot.
ooh,
That's a good one.
oh,
Oh, please. Yeah, there you go.
oh, yeah. This kid doesn't
Oh.
know what he's doing.
That
Tommy's,
looks-
it's been too much. Tommy's had a psych break. He's done.
Yeah, I feel like this wasn't Tommy. This was Corey Feldman.
Oh,
Like this was just what Corey Feldman was doing, and they just decided to roll.
they
with
just
it.
found him. He wasn't listening. They were like, okay, oh, here we go. Rip his mask off. Come on,
Please
here
don't
we go.
shave
Come
your
on.
head. It's gonna hurt continuity.
Just like Corey Feldman.
See, again, it's like stuff like this. And it's just he acts too human. Apparently, they had originally written that he like groped the girl's breast in this,
Why?
and then and that was it. And they like gave the writer shit, and they were like, "What?" Like he's like, he's
Fuck
not.
would he do?
He's
that?
not. He's a monster. He's not a
He's
human
not
being.
sexualizing.
Yeah,
He doesn't give a fuck. He's killing everybody.
Yeah.
Are you me?
Now let's keep in mind he did have a machete through the
Remember
head.
me? See, it was. He was in the last one.
Yeah. No, he wasn't.
Watch the flashback.
He's making him remember.
Watch.
He's making him remember himself.
When he died. Yeah. I'm you, Jason. Huh? Sarah, friend. Oh, fuck yeah.
Look at that
Right in the
frog.
crotch. Right in the crotch. Boom. Oh. That's in his face.
The mask. And here's the thing, and they almost act like the mask has some kind of power. He didn't have it for the first movie he was in, and most of the second
look at
movie he
that
was in.
guy. Oh, yeah, he's all fucked up. The big
yeah.
reveal.
The Jason look that I liked the best was post Jason takes Manhattan because the way the mask melted into his face.
Yeah.
and everything, like
Ooh. Oh, he bleeds blood just like he did.
well, when you don't. Well, it's only when he has.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh,
Oh.
he's looking
His
around.
whole
So
head
what's
like
going on?
friggin' ripped open there.
Yeah, it was good.
He's acting quite well actually.
Like he's all pale now with like dark eye. Like it's
Once you shave your head in that manner, you get pale, bud. You get pale.
lots of cuts though.
He did
That's
really
accurate.
well actually for shaving his head that fast.
Yeah.
Like I don't see any wetness. Like oh no, on his chest, I guess. Yeah, he's sweating.
Yeah. Why did you shave your whole plan was like this really like low possibility hope that he was gonna look at you and think he was him, so I could sneak up behind him.
There you go. Really good.
Yeah.
Oh, he sees his finger twitch. Yep.
Yeah.
You motherfucker. Boom, boom. This is how the next one starts.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's right. He's older and he's got the masks. Yeah. And he goes that and he doesn't talk.
Yeah.
Johnny, what do you expect him to do, lady?
No, you chop him up into little bits,
Like that's right.
and then you burn the bits in separate fires.
Yep. Fucking right. Die. Couple more.
But
die.
is there anybody less or more? Is there anybody more pointless than these characters in this movie? You easily could have had any of those teenagers from The Thing do that.
Yes.
And that would have been it. Like these guys, they were in almost none of the movie. It was just every now and again be like, oh, we should probably go check in on those guys.
Right.
Seeing as what we're going to do for the end of this.
She totally could have been a crossover to the next one. I don't think she is in the next one.
No, well, because they aged Tommy like 10 years.
And Jason never seems to really, doesn't really tie up the loose ends.
No.
Like they get away, that's it. He's like, whatever. I just hang around Camp Crystal Lake. You can get away. It's fine.
Yep.
For a minute.
Yeah, it's weird because like
And nobody ever believes them. It's
there
like-
should be in the next one. Then there should be more to him continuously coming back to the camp.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that he's dead and they killed him and he's mad.
Yeah.
There should be something more.
Yeah.
Like maybe
I need to look up.
maybe if he goes to the camp and does something, he'll be alive again or something.
Yeah.
Some other purpose than just killing teenagers. Like a higher purpose, something more.
Yeah. But I think that's where you get burned. Like this is what I was talking about with the whole Michael Myers curse thing.
Right. That's where the laugh from Thriller comes on.
Pretty much. But yeah, that's like the whole curse of Michael Myers thing. It's like they're overthinking it now. It's like nobody came here going, I need to know his motivation for killing, man. And the second they did that is when they
just maybe more. Maybe there's more.
Yeah. The New Blood. The New Blood is the one. The New Blood is 7.
That's a good one. That's my favorite. And then Jessica goes out.
So this is the final chapter, blah blah blah. A new beginning calls Tommy John. So yeah, this is the only one that Corey's in.
Really?
He's not in the third. Yeah, he's not in the third one. He's not in the next one because Tommy is played by an older person, and that's the one where it's a copycat killer. It's not Jason, and they're at the mental institution that is.
Yeah, and he's got the blue on the mask.
Yes.
That's how you know he's different.
Yeah, I thought he was just.
And they were trying. I feel like they were trying something new, and then they were like, nobody liked this. And then the next one is Jason Returns or whatever.
Yeah,
and then the real Jason is resurrected.
Yeah,
from the bottom of the pond or whatever.
Yeah.
Or no, actually, he's in grave, I think, actually. And you stab a pole and lightning hits the pole and then he's alive.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need.
So
that's enough explanation. Come on.
Again,
we got 90 minutes. We got to get there.
Yeah, exactly. It's my only rule for any movie. You tell me what the rules are of your movie, and I'm not going to call bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah, by the way, everybody flies. It's
Deal.
like, it looks like a normal
Deal.
thing. It's like, by the way, everybody can fly. So that later on, when fucking like Richard Pryor goes like and flies away, I'm like, I don't know why Richard Pryor's in this movie, but he was.
He is flying.
Him and Gene Wilder.
But
then it's like, okay, yeah, you already told me that this could be a possibility. I'm good. But if nobody says anything, they do that, and then you're like, well, he was just flying. Oh yeah, they can fly in this. No, you can't tell me after. You have to tell me before.
Oh, we didn't tell you that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they fly. Come on.
And it doesn't have to even be like really like, 'cause if it's something you want to surprise people with, you don't have to be super on the nose about it. Like you just has you've got to establish the world you're living in. It's like any other, like it's any movie. That's why, like, you know, I like Star Wars movies and Lord of the Rings movies and all that stuff. Is they give you the world, they give you the rules.
And there it is.
These are the things that you're gonna see, and it's like,
Wow, that was the credits
that was it.
to a real movie. Well, not the cast.
Oh yeah.
Not that, sorry. Still.
Oh, where's all the special
nothing.
effects companies?
It's not going to be
Ooh.
18 minutes
Tom Everett
with
has
8
flashlight.
million names.
Ooh, the Running Man was in this.
Oh,
That's something.
that was a good. I like that one.
Yeah.
That's a good titty.
What? There was somebody named Titty?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Girl in shower. Great role. Great role.
Yeah. I always feel bad. I feel like if I was writing a movie, I would name every single person. I wouldn't give them like full on backstories, but I would just be like, just so you can put on your resume, not like girl in bikini. You could say Tina. I played Tina. In
Tina,
Friday
the girl
13th.
that, yeah.
And it's like, oh, who was Tina? Oh, she was the girl in the bikini. Like, but at the very least, it's not like
You could give her a name. Throw a name in there.
I'm so an important actress that I don't even get to
No,
have a name.
it's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
Guy who laughed and pointed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Wow. That's fucking awesome.
Huzzah.
Ooh,
That is
French
it?
now.
Yeah. So that is it for us for this episode. We hope you had a safe Friday the 13th. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark is going to start up.
Ooh.
As always, make sure you hit like and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, and hit comment down below. We've been getting a lot of nice comments from people like that.
I don't like nice comments.
Okay.
Give me bad ones.
Give Todd bad comments. I can't, even though I'm the one who reads it. I'll still feel bad even if he's getting bad
Give
ones.
it to me,
but
baby.
I want good ones. Other than that, you know, if we're listening to this podcast somewhere, which I'm sure people do, make sure that
I hope they do.
I make sure you rate and review us wherever that happens, so that helps us get.
Do you
seen as
think
well. Uh-huh.
that at any point in time, this is what I want right now.
Yeah.
I want to know if anybody's got busy during the
Ooh.
podcast.
Nice?
Has anybody got a blowy? Have you eaten poon? Did you get fucked? Did you whatever?
Was a Blumpkin involved?
Did you blumkey? You know?
If
Fuck
you-
yeah.
If you got a we'll send you something. if you got
Oh
a
yeah.
Blumpkin.
Come on. Somebody tell me a story.
All right.
Tell me something wrong.
Let us know down in the comments, and then I need to reset up the thing where people can like leave us like voice messages and things like that.
Captain Video had fucking voice message. We
I
can't have
know.
fucking voice
We
message.
can, we can. I just have to make it happen.
Should be a separate line tape.
Yeah.
Tape. You're
Pretty-
ringing all night. Like,
Pretty
fuck,
much. God
like,
damn it. But yeah, we'll try and sort that out. But until next time, gang. Peace.
peace.